In a world where whispers are buried beneath headlines, where the truth is drowned in silence, real voices, real crimes, we uncover the stories that were never meant to be told. This is Silence of the Truth.
Missing, victim, justice? They thought it was over.
On the surface, Portland in early 2023 was business as usual. Coffee shops bustling, markets busy, and the river glistening in the spring sun. But in certain corners of the city, fear lingered. It started with one missing woman, then another. Kristin Smith, 22, was vibrant, fiercely independent. On the night of December 22, 2022, she left a friend's apartment and was never seen alive again.
She always wanted to help others. It's hard, but I'm so proud of what she accomplished.
Charity Perry, 24, was warm-hearted, loved volunteering. On April 24, 2023, her body was found near Ainsworth State Park. She'd vanished days before, police still unsure how she got there. Bridget Webster, 31, adventurous and free-spirited. Her body was discovered along a rural highway in Polk County. She had been last seen leaving a friend's home days earlier. Joanna Speaks, 32, creative and deeply loved by her family. Found near an abandoned barn in Ridgefield, Washington. Her death ruled a homicide, the fourth in a series. But was it a series? The public was told these deaths were not connected. But the families, and many in Portland, didn't believe it. 4 women gone in 5 months. Too close, too similar. Somewhere in the city, a predator was hiding in plain sight, and he'd already chosen his next victim. By mid-2023, the whispers turned to suspicion, and suspicion turned to investigation. Detectives started connecting dots others had ignored. 4 women, different neighborhoods, different counties, but all vanished within a 35-mile radius. The timeline was tightening. One name began to surface in whispered conversations: Jesse Lee Calhoun, a man with a violent past and a dangerous opportunity. Calhoun had been serving time for burglary, theft, and assault. But in 2021, he walked free, thanks to an early release program for inmates who fought wildfires. Less than a year later, the killing began.
Take a look at this entry point. It matches the angle we found on the casing.
Good. That means our shooter was likely positioned here.
Each victim's body was found near water, in remote areas difficult to reach at night. Whoever did this knew the land well and wasn't afraid to travel. Then came the surveillance footage. A dark pickup truck encircling the same streets where the women were last seen. A truck registered to Jesse Lee Calhoun.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
This new intel changes things. What's the connection?
Cell phone records placed Calhoun in the exact areas where 3 of the women disappeared. The final link was undeniable. On July 6, 2023, officers moved in. Calhoun didn't resist, but his silence was deafening. Calhoun was returned to prison, not yet convicted of murder, but charged with parole violations and facing the full weight of the investigation.
She was just starting her life. It's so unfair that she was taken from us so soon. We miss her every day.
For the families, the arrest was bittersweet. They wanted justice, but nothing could bring their daughters back. The case was far from over. Investigators believed there were more victims and more secrets buried in the waters of Oregon. By late 2023, Portland's quiet dread had turned into a storm. The city wanted answers, the court wanted proof, and the families wanted justice.
We're live outside the courthouse where developments are unfolding rapidly. The verdict is expected any moment now.
As Calhoun's preliminary hearings began, the media swarmed. Every outlet wanted the scoop on the man police suspected was responsible for at least 4 deaths. Prosecutors laid out their case. Cell data, surveillance footage, and DNA recovered from one victim's clothing. But there was still no murder charge yet.
I never thought it would come to this, hiding from my own life.
Then came a chilling twist. 2 women, still alive, claimed Calhoun had attacked them months before the murders began. Detectives pushed, offering plea deals, but Calhoun said nothing. Every word was calculated silence. The break came from inside prison walls. A fellow inmate claimed Calhoun spoke about disposing of women in rivers so the current would erase his tracks. Forensic teams matched fibers from Calhoun's truck to clothing from 2 victims. It wasn't absolute proof, but it was enough to move forward. The families faced the man they believed had taken their loved ones. Their grief turned to anger, and their eyes never left him. Both sides delivered their final words. The prosecution called him a predator. The defense insisted the evidence was circumstantial. The jury would decide. After intense legal proceedings, Jesse Lee Calhoun remains formally charged, not convicted. He's pleaded not guilty and is awaiting trial, now officially set for 2027. The question grips the public. Will he face the death penalty? Oregon law does not allow the death penalty for second-degree murder. If he's found guilty of the 4 homicides, Calhoun could serve a life sentence, at best. Victims' families stand frustrated. The loss is irrevocable, and yet the justice system offers no capital relief. For families, the legal outcome is unsatisfying. No death sentence, ongoing trial. But there's a silver lining. Their advocacy sparked reform measures. Counties are reviewing parole procedures, homicide linkage analysis, and cold case funding.
And I have a message. I gave the message to Melissa before, and the pain was real loud, so it was hard to hear from time to time. But do not give up. Not just Ashley's family, but any families of victims that are out there. Don't give up hope. It hurts so bad, but it's so precious you cannot let it go. I had a guilt this whole last year over my daughter being on that indictment, and all I could tell Melissa was, it's just not yet. It's not that it's not happening, it's just not yet. And there are families that have reached out in other states with victims who have nothing to do with Calhoun, and they are so lost. They need to know that they are seen and they are heard, and there's a world out there who cares. They care about their loved ones. It just doesn't feel like it at that moment. I also have a message with permission to both Calhoun and other people like him out there. You are not the smartest person in the room. You think that you are, and maybe the day of your crime you were. But you're no longer in your room. You're in my room. And I know a lot of smart people. And there is no way you will keep going and not be caught. It doesn't matter if it's 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 centuries. The world will find you.
The Hulu docu-series Portland's Silent Killer reignited public interest, highlighting Calhoun's ongoing indictment and Oregon's unique sentencing rules. Viewers are split. Some demand stricter penalties. Others rally for judges to consider changes in second-degree murder sentencing. This is more than a case. It's a reckoning. Not just for Portland, but for anyone asking. What does justice look like when law and loss don't fully align?